Under the stillness of night, the fields transform, draped in a cloak of mystery and allure. This is the hour when wild boars emerge from their dens, stirring chaos in their relentless search for food. From experience, we know that the night offers the best window of opportunity for hunting. Are you ready for a thrilling night pursuit? Let's dive right in. At exactly 8 p.m., we set off toward the designated hunting grounds. Look at that. Darkness has just fallen, and already the wild boars are swarming out in droves, rampaging fearlessly. Fueled by frustration, we quickly closed the distance with our truck, aimed straight at the herd, and unleashed a flurry of gunfire. Wherever they ran, we gave chase. Smoke rose thick and heavy from the muzzle flashes of our intense opening salvo. In the end, the boars lay sprawled across the ground, lifeless shadows scattered in the dark. To be certain, we circled back and fired a few more rounds, ensuring every target was fully neutralized. After that dramatic start, we paused briefly to locate another herd using GPS tracking.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Once the signal came through, we moved in swiftly. The engine's roar must have startled them, triggering panic as they scattered in every direction. There was no room for escape. I began taking down the stragglers at the rear, each shot deliberate and on target. In under 3 minutes, the herd was gone. The chase ended as cleanly as it began. Soon after, we received a report from our team about another wild boar group spotted. Without hesitation, my skilled hunting partner and I shifted direction to engage. This time, Felix would take the shots. His rapid fire brought down several boars in quick succession. But these creatures, agile and lightning fast, didn't go down easy. We had to keep firing again and again to bring each one down. The number of boars out there was overwhelming. After hours of hunting, we had taken down a decent amount, but it still felt like a drop in the bucket. To avoid alarming the boars with engine noise, we left the truck behind and headed into the fields on foot, armed and ready. Nighttime is when wild boars roam freely across the fields, so finding them here wasn't a challenge. With our team positioned to block off every possible escape route, it didn't take long before we successfully took them down with precise shots. From the forest edges to open rice paddies, any boar that crossed our sights had no way out. Through the thermal scope, we spotted a dark figure moving stealthily, a boar emerging from the forest. More soon followed, pouring out in numbers. At a distance of over 100 meters, I took my time to observe, adjust my stance, and choose to As soon as the boar stepped into my crosshairs, I pulled the trigger. One perfect shot, it dropped instantly. We kept scanning and shifting direction, always ready. In the cover of night, the boars seemed oblivious, too focused on foraging to notice the looming danger. I steadied my breath, lined up my aim, and fired only when the shot was perfect. Each move was swift, yet calculated for maximum impact. Hidden quietly behind a bush, I watched a large herd of boars from a distance. Wild by nature, their instincts kicked in the moment they heard a shot. They tried to bolt, but it was already too late. Gunfire erupted all around them, sealing off every possible exit. The entire herd was brought down right where they stood. We've been on this mission for 5 years now, ever since we received the first report of wild boars ravaging crops in this area. Since then, our hunting trips have become more than just a duty, they're a way of life. Each time we set out, it's another test of endurance, skill, and the unpredictable challenges of the deep forest. And today, the journey continues. At a rendezvous point near the forest edge, our team quickly checked all weapons and gear. Everything was prepped and ready for the relentless battle against the invading wild boars. Soon after, we split up, cautiously surveying the terrain step by step. Every tree stump and bush could be hiding danger. 30 minutes passed in absolute silence, yet the tension kept rising. My finger rested on the trigger, ready to react to any threat. Suddenly, a sound came from the bush ahead. It moved incredibly fast, but so did my reflexes. A sharp gunshot rang out. The boar was hit, staggered a few steps, and collapsed to the ground. As we moved forward, we unexpectedly ran into another group of wild boars on the trail. A quick shot was fired, and just like that, we had another trophy in hand. Realizing that the entire forest was becoming increasingly dangerous, more and more boars began to bolt around. I quickly radioed John to warn him about a group of wild boars heading his way. John immediately heightened his alertness, eyes scanning the area. Suddenly, the boars rushed across his path. Without hesitation, he pulled the trigger. One precise shot dropped a boar from the group, while the rest vanished in the depths of the forest. Wild boars are not only aggressive, but also highly cunning, so none of us dared let our guard down, even for a second. The sharp barking of the hunting dogs and the shouting of our teammates added to the tension. Cadale, however, quickly regained composure. The moment his target emerged, he seized the opportunity and fired, another valuable trophy for the team. While the others stayed together, I ventured deeper into the heart of the forest alone. From a distance, I heard a faint sound. It seemed like footsteps, undeniably the distinctive sound of a wild boar. And sure enough, a dark figure burst out. Instinct kicked in, we fired immediately, taking down the target before there was even time to think. After the success of our morning hunt, we headed out again in the afternoon, this time choosing a forest closer to the farm. To our surprise, a whole herd of boars wandered straight into our ambush, an extremely poor decision on their part. A burst of gunfire rang out. One boar was taken down, while the rest fled deep into the woods. At the same time, Cadale remained patiently waiting for the right moment. His eyes darted quickly across every corner of the forest. Wait, something was moving. Cadale instantly recognized the familiar shape, raised his rifle, locked onto the target, and pulled the trigger. Before the boars had a chance to react, the bullet struck its mark, bringing the target down hard. We receive a report that several wild boars were approaching the forest edge. It only took me 2 minutes to reach the ambush site and get into position. The barking of the hounds signaled that the target was getting close. As soon as it appeared, I pulled the trigger without hesitation. One powerful shot dropped the boar instantly. And that wraps up today's video. Did this hunt get your adrenaline pumping? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to catch more thrilling hunts ahead.